Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas, and we're starting off with a very rough day. A very rough day indeed. How is everyone out there doing? YouTube's let me down. My morning, if you ever watch the Goldbergs, you know what I'm talking about. My morning thingy's running a little behind. Usually I sit down in this office chair, and about 30 seconds later, I need to go sit in a different chair. So if the stream ends abruptly, put two and two together. I don't think we'll get there anyway. Yeah, man. I put together the perfect clickbait title and I scheduled the stream about, I don't know, like 35, 40 minutes ago. And then it was time to go start the stream and I go and I see and it's like, oops, we were unable to create the stream. So I got 0 viewers right now. It looks like, oh, I see one popping in maybe. So Again, I put together the perfect clickbait title. I figure I'd have a 20, 30, 40, 50 million viewers in the channel today. Anyway, not a lot going on. A little bit going on. We're definitely going to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is my biggest position. It's usually in a battle with Cardano. Ethereum's on the move. There's a reason why it's one of my biggest positions. We're definitely going to discuss that. We're definitely going to discuss a possible theory on why Ethereum could go to 4,500 quick. Do I think so? I don't know. We'll get to that. Let's hop on over to the stock markets. Oh, I see one like. I see 2 likes. Thank you, everyone out there. Let's hop on over to the desktop. Here's a quick look at the crypto portfolio. It's doing pretty good. It's getting back. I mean, this crypto portfolio, the total here, right here, is seen some pretty wild fluctuations in the last couple weeks. It's gone from like, I don't know, 300,000 to 500,000, back down to 400,000, back up to kind of where it's at. You can see, I did a lot, the majority of this investing in the beginning of the year, January, the very, very first week or so of February. I've continued to add to it. I still continue to dollar cost average into Cardano currently, just small amounts. And as I've mentioned a few times in the past, I'm currently, and I'm not even joking, I'm currently dollar cost averaging into USDC. Oh my goodness, what's this guy talking about? How can you dollar cost average into the dollar? It's my way of saying, man, I'm got recurring buys going to Voyager USDC. You get paid interest over there, right? I'm trying to, instead of transferring money into savings where I don't get crap for it, I'm dollar cost averaging instead of buying other cryptos right now. I'm just dollar cost averaging, just putting some money. Trevor in the house. Good morning, brother. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm just trying to build up some cash. That way I have a little money to buy a massive dip if it's incoming. Let's take a look at the stock market really quick. I know, most of you are probably here for crypto, but we can't ignore the stock market. We'll just take a quick look, maybe clean up the portfolio. We'll hop back on over to crypto. We're definitely going to talk about Ethereum. I love me some Ethereum. I mean, 33.51% of my portfolio. Numero uno. I'm up almost 100% on it. Can't beat that, right? And I think that number will go up tremendously. All right, stock market. What are we looking at? The NASDAQ was down as much as looks like it's at its lows of the overnight. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's down. It's hovering down right around the lows. A few places did have earnings. I don't think anyone big had earnings yesterday or even this morning. I think Snap is the only one on the docket today that's of really interest. Let me take a look. Yeah, 422 after the bell. I probably won't trade Snap. I might. I doubt it. I just not really feeling it. I'd probably do like a call spread or maybe well, let's take a quick look. I say I'm not going to trade it, but let's take a quick look. All right, what do we got? We got an expected move of $8, $7.55. That's a pretty big expected move. 282% IV. Yeah, I mean, it expires tomorrow. 123, we go out to May. 30 days out, you're still looking at a $10 expected move. I mean, there's definitely some stuff you can do there. Again, I would probably be inclined, I don't know why, I would just be inclined to like maybe do a call spread, you know, a little bit to the downside, but I mean, that's $2. Not, yeah, I don't know. Nothing, it's not really interesting me. All right, so let's see what's going on. Tesla up $8. Don't call it a comeback. Tesla's made me a lot of money, boys and girls. It's my biggest position over my IRA. I am not releasing those shares, though I've considered it recently for Coinbase, and then I had to do a little bit of this. Speaking of Coinbase, man, that one's still kind of on its butt. I think this is an amazing stock to get at this price. There's almost, like, if you believe in crypto, there's almost no chance that this one probably doesn't double. Right, long term, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, it's probably going to be a really good ROI. I mean, crypto is going to go up a lot. The total addressable, it doesn't matter. Competition, they're the biggest player, or considered the biggest player with Binance. So the total addressable market is tiny compared to what it's going to grow into. There's going to be plenty of money for Coinbase to be made. All right, DraftKings. Let's take a quick look at how my profit loss on the open. Most of this was red earlier in the week. We're starting to turn some of these into the green. Coinbase, man, got some BTT. Is that BitTorrent? Man, I am not. That's the BitTorrent one. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but best of luck. Isn't that like even in the top 20 now? I don't get it. Like, what does it do? Is it just one of those in play people like? Yeah, BTT. Market rank. Where's the market rank? 29. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. But don't. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. A lot of coins in the top 50 you can make money on. Me personally, though, I would, you know, I would rather put it in like Cardano, or I think even we'll talk about Uniswap today. I think Uniswap's already doing really good for the day. It's up quite a bit. The Uniswap version 3 is like soon, right? Yeah, so let's get on to the Ethereum talk. The reason 4,500 quick soon in the title, right? Theory explained, right? Just a theory. It doesn't mean anything's going to happen. I do think Ethereum, and I've said this numerous times lately, I think Ethereum is headed, Ethereum's day in the sun is coming, right? And it's coming. It's coming right now. We're starting to see it, and I think it's just the beginning. You know, the big talk is Binance Smart Chain killing Ethereum fees, blah, blah, blah. Well, Ethereum is working on that, and I fully expect them to come through on their promises. It could get delayed, hopefully not. At the end of the day, if it gets delayed, that will hurt. That is a possibility. You got to keep that in mind. The $4,500 price target is just kind of, it's easy to sit here and think, even though that Ethereum's done really well, it's only at a 2x roughly. It's only at roughly, not even yet, like 2,800, right? So its previous all-time high into this bull run was around this $1,400 mark. The previous high for Bitcoin before this bull run was like 19,000, right? Right around 19,000. Yeah, 19, 20,000. And it's 3x plus since then. So that's where the 4,500 comes from, right? Oh my goodness. Why did you do that, Tom? All right, so that's kind of like, that's a realistic target for me to come pretty quick. Now this is the NASDAQ chart. All right, let's hop on over to Ethereum. So, and Ethereum, like, why is Ethereum moving and everything else is kind of staying sideways? Bitcoin is kind of flat, kind of going, trying to flirt with green and red. It is flirting with this green trend line. Like it was at this pink trend line for the longest time, and then it just fell fast. It fell below the 8, it fell below the 20, currently below the 20, and we have now touched this green trend line a few times. This green trend line has been here on this chart for a very long time, so it's interesting to see that play out. Me personally, I'm not overly surprised by this. We do have options expiration tomorrow. I'm actually pretty impressed of how well Bitcoin held up going into that options expiration. It's a little bit more of a chilly dipper than the last one, I believe. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, so that was 15% going into it last month. And it seemed like they were getting tighter and tighter. And then this one's been it's hit a high of about 18%. Still not bad. DMAC in the house. ETH, let's go duck. Yeah, come on, dude. So I did give a bit of praise on Binance Smart Chain today, but I do see a little bit of what you're saying. Although I don't hate CZ. So yeah, one of the big news was that Binance Smart Chain had more transactions than Ethereum for the first time in history. Well, I mean, come on, guys. Let's go. Let me go pull up that freaking what I was looking at. And I like Binance. I think Binance is going to be successful. I think it's a good investment. At the end of the day, Ethereum is still the second best investment that you can have in your portfolio, in my opinion. So here we go. Pancake Swap eclipses Ethereum network in 24-hour transactions. All right, dude. All right, so Pancake Swap was number 1. Number 2 was MD. What the? I don't even know what the F this is. SafeMoon, Ponzi scheme, and Pancake Bunfin and come on, dude. Like, what is this crap? I have no idea. Like, if this is stuff you own, man, good for you. I have no idea what it is. Again, I think Pancake Swap will be successful. I think Binance, BNB will be successful. BNB has a lot of utility, and eventually you're going to probably see a lot of cross-chain stuff. But Ethereum is the OG network. It's got huge institutional support. And you can see it happening right now. Even when the market's dumping, stuff's going into Ethereum. So I've given you my clickbaity theory on why Ethereum can go to $4,500 quick. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin Ether evaluation, and then I will tell you a very huge reason why Ethereum. Oh, DMAC, I love you. All right, so my theory on. I hope you're not driving, dude. All right, so let me tell you why Ethereum is my biggest. Fighting for my biggest position. Cardano, I'm a huge member of the Cardano army. You might be right. Did you see that Turkey rug pull? Pretty crazy. There was a Turkey exchange that had a rug pull, like several $1 billion. Anyway, what was I going to say? Ethereum, the reason Ethereum's my biggest position, constantly fighting with Cardano, my 2 biggest bags. I'm a sergeant, corporal, 5-star general in the Cardano army. I love Cardano. I love the mission. I continue to buy Cardano. I don't continue to buy Ethereum, though. I would have no problem with it. It gets tough, man. Ethereum gets tough to hold because it gets a lot of negative press, a lot of the gas fees. And you got to think about it, man. The gas fees is it's actually, in my opinion, what has held the market in general back quite a bit. Even Bitcoin. It's tough, man. I don't like if you go over to Uniswap and you try and do something like if I want to go buy $100 or $200 at say Chili's, right? Which is something I actually have wanted to buy. Dude, I could go buy $100 at Chili's and pay a $72 gas fee. Who the F wants to do that, right? And so that's happening to lots of people. Yeah, so it's a big deal, but that's getting fixed. Uniswap version 3 is coming out. Ethereum, all these Ethereum EIP 1559, semi-deflationary burns, a lot of great things is coming to Ethereum. It's the #2 market cap. It's the first smart contract. It's got an amazing, Vitalik is an amazing dude. You bet on horses, right, man? In the stock market, I bet heavy on Elon Musk, right? I wish I could invest in SpaceX. If I could, I would. I wish I could invest in Starlink. I wish I could invest in Neuralink. I wish I could invest in the Boring Company. Hell, if I can invest in those things, I may even just take my money out. Nah, all right. I was about to say I'd take my money out of crypto, but I ain't going to get too crazy. Because crypto is, again, very early in the adoption rate. So why is, all right, actually, I said we were going to look at the Bitcoin Ether. Pretty interesting chart. So here's where we are right now, and it's starting to move. Ethereum's finally starting to move. Like, it's been a pretty slow uptrend since the beginning of the year. It's pumping right now, and it looks pretty pumptastic, right? You have a great yeah, we knew that ontology was coming, man. I love me some ontology. I think ontology is one of those projects that I really like. I really want to see that one succeed. I think that there's so much value in what they are going to have to offer. I would love. Are they on Binance Smart Chain? No, I'm not sure on that one. ADA, my top pick. Yeah, good for you, Trevor. ADA should be your top pick. Well, that wasn't advice. I'm not. I mean, there are times when ADA. So if ADA were at its all-time highs at $1.50, it might shoot up to my #1. I love Cardano. I love Ethereum. I also love Polkadot, right? One of my regrets is I didn't buy more Polkadot. I do think Polkadot is going to have a very big surge coming up pretty soon too. But the main reason Ethereum is one of my biggest bags is it's such a, it's an OG first mover, solid project. And as I was saying, we're looking at this Bitcoin to Ether out. So Ether's really starting to move against Bitcoin right now. But if you really scrunch this in, you see there's a long way to go. And this is kind of like a long way to go, right? And that's good because so what happens, this is in December of 17th. This is as Bitcoin's topping out, right? So this is a big part of my exit strategy and a big part of what I'm waiting for, and I'm ready at a moment's notice for this to happen. And I'm on alert right now. I don't think we're there, but I'm on alert, right? Typically what happens is the market goes down. Usually it's like about 40% though, right? The entire crypto market goes down. Then it rebounds almost back to previous all-time highs, and then Bitcoin starts crashing to the depths of hell, and then Ethereum will go parabolic, right? So we're kind of seeing a little bit of that right now, but I don't think it's that move, right? So I don't think that's going to be, if that plays out, at minimum, I don't think that will be towards till the end of the year. I've said numerous times, though, I don't think we're going to quite see that cycle. I think this is going to be a much longer, because liquidity's king, right? Liquidity is freaking queen. Liquidity is everything. And the amount of liquidity coming into the market is massive. And if we see these ridiculous numbers that people talk about in their laser eyes, dude, I actually read an article. I don't know if you guys said it. Some dude blamed laser eyes on the correction. We're craziest dude I've ever heard of, but I'll tell you what, I've hated the laser eyes thing since I've first seen it, especially on Twitter. And then they still got on their goofy ass pictures. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's part of my safety net. Ethereum being my biggest position. If Bitcoin starts crashing, I'm protected if Ethereum goes parabolic, which it probably will, man. It's just like a stock rotation. There's rotations in crypto, so it's highly likely, right? And right now we're kind of seeing a rotation, right? Bitcoin's getting a little boring. People are rotating into, and that's what happens. People rotate into Ethereum, then they'll rotate into altcoins, and then they'll kind of go back and forth over traders, right? Me, I just buy and hold and take, Just wait for those millions to come in. But again, that's one of the huge reasons why Ethereum is a big part of my safety net, and why altcoins in general are a much bigger portion of my portfolio, because Bitcoin typically starts crashing and all the money goes into altcoin, right? Well, at the end of the day, I know even if Bitcoin crashes, 2024 next halving comes, it's going to reach all new all-time highs again and even go higher. So I have no desire really to sell any of my Bitcoin, though. If I see what looks like we're going to near that cycle top, we have a huge market crash and then a huge market rebound, and then Bitcoin starts crashing again, and then altcoins go parabolic, I may take like some of my Bitcoin off the board. And then as Ethereum starts going parabolic, I'll take in the big caps usually will go with that. So your Cardanos, your XRPs, your Binances, they'll probably move up for about 1 to 2 weeks. So start taking good profits there. They'll start declining. If you want, you can start like trying to make some money off some much smaller caps, because it just goes like that. It's like profits get taken on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the big caps start going parabolic, right? And this is the whales just trying to squeeze every last penny out of retailers. Retailers FOMO in at the top, the whales dump, they go into the small coins, retailers follow. That's the cycle, guys. So just be ready, just be nimble. At the end of the day, if you follow all the mechanics I talk about, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Don't invest more. Invest an amount that you can hold on to for the next 4 to 5 years, because if you get caught with your pants down, and if you can last the next 4 to 5 years, you're going to be back where you were, if not much, much better off. I agree with you, Trevor. Charles, I love Charles too. He gets a little crazy, a little tinfoil hat, but I love him, man. Same with Elon. I love that guy, but he's hard to listen to, right? All right, that's about all I have for today. If no one has any questions or comments or last bits of shout outs, let's take a quick recap of what's going on. Ethereum, I was kind of hoping Ethereum would hit 2,600 during the stream. Did that happen? Nah, man, we're bad luck. It's down a little bit. I do think there's a decent chance Ethereum can go on a run today. Again, options expirations are tomorrow. I have no idea how that's going to play out. Bitcoin's held up pretty freaking good, to be honest. I thought it got pretty nasty last night, and I thought there was a chance we could lose 50,000. They held the line. There could be one last push tonight into tomorrow, and then probably, this is just my opinion, I have no idea. I've seen, most of the sentiment on YouTube is always it's going to the moon, because that's what gets people into the channel, and that's what everyone wants to hear. There is one guy I do enjoy watching, Tyler. I don't know if you guys watch him, Tyler S. He seems to think Bitcoin could go back down to 42,000, which is annoying because he's quite often more right than he's wrong. I don't think Bitcoin's going to go down to... It could, though. You guys got to prepare for yourself. And if it does, don't panic, right? In my opinion, I'm not panicking. I'm not selling. And it'll be very painful if Bitcoin does go down to 40,000. There was even one guy, pretty on-chain analyst, is saying that Bitcoin could go back down to 20,000 before it snaps to 600,000. All these are possible. So if there is a short-term, massive, huge correction, so that's the thing, man. In the last bear market or bull market, it was not uncommon for Bitcoin to see a 40%. There was multiple of them, right? And we haven't had that yet. So a 40% dip, I think, would take us around this red trend line. Yeah, that's right at 45%. That would be 35,000. The 200 is at 38,000. That would be 48%. Guys, that's in play. As much as that sucks, $38,000 Bitcoin is in play, right? It could very easily dip down to close to the 50 log, the 50 fib, this log growth curve. maybe even get down to this red trend line. That would suck, but then it will have a very nice rebound if that happens, in my opinion, right? And even though that it's come down to this green trend line fast and hard, it's a pretty ugly down move. That green trend line still gets us to the end of the year. And these price targets I keep coming up with, and I keep charting out different things, and they all keep coming to the same answers, right? So this top logarithmic growth curve that I'm looking at as a potential start taking profits gets us to about, and I've said this numerous times, I think 150K Bitcoin might be the top, right? That being said, it can most definitely go much higher, right? But at minimum, I will be looking to take some profits there. I will have very good returns. And if I'm wrong, I'll still have plenty on the board to make money on. If I'm right, I'll have plenty of money to buy into a bear market. So you'll see the green trend line gets us to about 120,000 at the end of the year. But even the green trend line, you see, you know, it's going to be like this, right? So it could very easily be one of these things where it goes up to around 150, 160,000, and then it kind of comes back down to the green trend line. I told you, man, travel will flood the... Wait, mate, I haven't looked at Tradoc lately. I'll have to check that. That's another one I really do. I think there is I haven't done a lot of research on that one, but it's definitely an interesting play. I don't know that there's a lot of travel related cryptos, and there's definitely a massive market for that. So yeah, man, you should only be watching me. I love you, D-Mac, because honestly, I'm a no hype channel. We keep it real around here, and I'm the most amazing human being on the planet Earth. I kid. Anyway, yeah, man, I like Tradoc. Problem is, you see my portfolio. I went in with Ontology. You're right. I should have bought more, though it has had a bit of a pullback. It was at like $2.15. Maybe I should buy some more. Problem is, man, I've already got so much freaking money invested that it's like, man, say I go throw another $2,000 at Ontology, right? How much more? So say my portfolio 10x's. Say my portfolio 10x's and it's now at 4.5 million. How much is that $2,000 really going to play into that 4.5? This is just theorizing. So how much? So say Ontology 20x's. So I have 4.5 million at my current portfolio, and then I have another 40,000 because I invested $2,000 in Ontology, right? Well, the problem is that's not that much of a gain, right? And that's just an abstract way of looking at it. The point I'm getting at is, what if I'm wrong and my portfolio crashes? Well, I might need that $2,000 that I have in cash right now. So I love Ontology. There's so much I want to buy right now. My portfolio is not even close to having what I want to have, right? It never is, man. Cryptos and stocks are like their own obsessive hobbies. You can never have enough coins. There's so many coins out there I even want to take shots on, even though that I know they're massive risks. I just don't do it. So right now I'm just trying to refrain myself. Mechanics, boys and girls. Like I said, never invest more than you can afford to lose. I can afford to lose this, but this would be devastating. I still make enough money to put food on the table, make my mortgage payments, blah, 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 blah. And I have the conviction that if it does crash now, right, I'm probably not going to lose it all. And it is going to be a very non-fun 3 to 4 years waiting for that to get back. $5, yeah, bro. Pick something on this spreadsheet that's probably not going to be 3, 4, 5x, right? Anyway, guys, I love you so much. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Peace.